right, man. Look here. It's time. Boy, look here. Look at the music play, baby. Let the music play. Oh man. It's gonna be a doozy today. Let me get my rap. Hey, welcome. Boy, here we go. Somebody dropped the bomb. Somebody dropped the bomb on me. Lord have mercy. Yes. Man, look here. There's bombs going off everywhere. Not only on the other side of the pond, but on this side. Yeah, I'm talking about some truth bombs. Yeah, not only those big bombs, but those truth bombs are actually happening as well. So yeah. So welcome, and welcome. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Lamar, but you can call me Trey. Hey, thanks for joining. For the record, the word on the street. Man, listen. Before I get any deeper into tonight's topic, I want to thank you all who shows up and find your way to the channel. YouTube, uh, Facebook, or Twitter. I thank you for participating. And so, with that being said, hey, those are three platforms on which I'm on. You go ahead and hit the like button or hit the thumbs up, thumbs down. Doesn't matter to me. It's how you see it on your side. It's what's going on your side of the street. Now, we don't have to always agree, but let's tell you what, we can do it without being disagreeable. Yeah, can you dig it? Yeah, can you dig it? So join me. Now if you can't get a live view, that's okay. Hit that. Hit me up on the down low. You hit me on the YouTube. Go to my channel, LW3 1955 again. ALW3 1955, and go ahead and pull it up for the record. Yeah, the word on the street. See what's going on down south. And if you have the inclination to go ahead and give me a comment, go ahead, do your thing. Okay, yeah. And so I'm not going to keep you long tonight. I really am not. I know I say it all the time, but then something happens and we stay a little longer than we should. But tonight I'm not going to keep you long because you know what I got to say. I'm going to say it fast and furious, and torpedoes be damned tonight. Torpedoes be damned tonight. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at uh, the topic and the thumbnail, and let's see what's really going on on this side of the word. Okay, now for the topic, I like to always go ahead and ring out the topic. Hey, we're talking about the bomb. You've dropped a bomb on me. And the question is it time for some truth bombs? Because they're dropping bombs. Listen, this is nothing new. They've been dropping bombs on us forever. But I think it's time for some truth bombs instead of those lying lips that just spread all kinds of BS. So I think it's a little time for that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And so so tonight we're gonna just do a roundup or a round down on some truth bombs. Hopefully we can get a connection going on. Yes. And so here, on the thumbnail they're in Ukraine, and Russia is they're doing what they do. They're doing what they do. And it's funny how people act like they're so shocked and so amazed that when someone says something, they just don't believe them until they drop the bomb on them. Yeah, yeah, they literally dropped the bomb on them. This was in the makings. This didn't just happen under the Joe Biden administration. This been dragging on since 2014, really, and before that. Yeah, this been dragging on, 2014, and before that. Yeah, sure it has. And so when we take a look at this, uh, this event, because I mean, you know, it kind of reminded me of Desert Storm, when all the Americans got together and you know went against Saddam Hussein, and there wasn't much to fight. People throwing their hands up and running to the hills. When I say run to the hills, actually running towards the soldiers to be captured because they know they'll be treated better than they did if they had done anything else. But as far as all indications here, at this time in the Ukraine and the between the Russians, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. The president of Ukraine was you know on television talking about, oh, ain't nothing going on, don't panic, they're not going to do it. See, that's what I'm saying. When you start, how can you trust somebody? First of all, you know, you know, you know, that cat right there was used to lying because he was an actor, and actors always lie. That's what they do. They lie for a living. They act. Acting is the premier form of lying. That's try to make you believe their lie. And so the Ukrainian president, he was an actor. He played the president, on a television show. And so, then the people say, hey, if he played a good president on a TV show, I guess he can be a good president in real life. And so there they have it. You now have the government that you chose, you know. But besides that, anybody could do anything, really. If they get enough support, you can fake it all day long. And now it seems like the jig is up. So this the president of Ukraine, you know, I don't feel sorry for him really. I just don't. I just don't. I don't feel sorry for him at all. Now I do feel something for the people there, but the people there they're going to have to get up and get it. They're going to get up and get it. Because why in the world should anybody fight your battle if you're not willing to fight your own battle? And I hear them saying, no, they want to, you know, but I don't. I just don't see I just don't see the fight in them. I really don't. I don't see the fight in them. I just don't see it. You know, and I know they're in a hard place. That I'm not saying that that the Russian army is better than the Ukrainian army, but I'm saying they're better equipped. They're sure enough better equipped. And whose fault is that? Yeah, whose fault is that? Again, Ukrainian you know president, he lied when Donald Trump was blackmailing him for arms. He lied and said no, he didn't do that. Really? See, I'm saying now you find your ass in a jaws of death. You really do. You you know, and when you keep on getting in bed with liars, guess what you're gonna produce? More liars. Yeah, that's all. You're gonna produce more liars. And so really everybody, not everybody, most of the people here in America, we're going about our business. We know what we worried about? $4 and $5 gas. Yeah. Going to the store and can't, get bread, or can't get, whatever groceries shells, sparsely stocked, that kind of thing. That's what Americans are worried about right now, you know. And so this thing here is a distraction. It really is. It's a distraction, you know. It's a total distraction, Now, at this point it is. At this point it is. Because the fact of the matter is, too many of the politicians are speaking with forked tongues. That's what they're doing. Speaking with they're talking out the side of their neck. They're saying one thing, in private, and coming out and saying something else in the public. It's like, they're not trusting, the public, the American public, to understand what it is they're telling us. And a lot of us can't, really. A lot of us can't, because we got our heads so far up, somebody's butt, that we can't even see daylight. Yeah, you got the Democrats, their butts, their heads so far up somebody's butt, they're not even seeing what's really going on. And the same with the Republican. They got their heads so far up, somebody's butt, that they can't even see what's going on. And so here we are in America. Here we are in America. It was a time, when Russia, Russia, made a challenge to America. Yeah, and that dog didn't hunt. As a matter of fact, that would unite us. But instead, we got so many, people that have their own self interest. It's just crazy. It's just crazy out there. There's self interest out there. They're not really focused on, the country. They're not. They're not patriots. Where are the patriots now? Where are all the patriots? That's what I want to know. Yeah, yeah. Now we can debate, and we can be divided on a lot of stuff. But our survival is one thing we should not ever allow anybody to divide us in. But that is what happened. That is what happened. And when the president and his administration, I'm not just talking about Joe Biden, because it's not a Joe Biden thing. This is just this is just the thing. This is the thing that is being too common. That's just the way we're living now. We're living kind of foul. We really are. We're living kind of foul. We're not even together as a nation. Yeah, we're more like the Iraqis and that group over there. The Kurds and all that. That's how divided we are. That's how divided we are. Now we always been, have a division, but now this thing is so stark. This thing is so evident. You know, again, I don't see it, getting any better. I just don't. I really don't. Now, am I hopeful that it gets better? I sure do. For the sake of my family, for the sake of my friends, for the sake of my country, I really do. I really do hope that it gets better. But if it don't get better, I'm going to protect mine, and I suggest everybody get ready to protect theirs. Yeah, because when the government does not provide protection, shit, you better protect yourself. You better always be in a position where you can protect yourself, because they definitely will leave you hanging in the woods. Yeah, the government will leave you hanging in the woods, and they will try to sure up a corporation over you. Yeah, that's right. I said it, and I meant it. Now, and you can just look around. You can just look around. All the things that we have that are problems, they can be fixed. I'm not saying they can't be fixed, overnight, but they can be fixed in short time, if the government and the people have the will. I notice I said I didn't just rely on the government. I said the government and the people have the will. And so one of the problems is, we've got a corrupt media, because the only thing that you're hearing is their side of the story. Is how they see it on their side of the street, and they're going to always, exploit everybody else and try to get the shine off them. Yes. So it's time for some truth bombs. It's time for some truth bombs, because it's getting too late to be playing these games. Yeah. It's getting too late to wake up and say, I didn't think they were going to do it. Yes, you did. But you just didn't want to take, you didn't have enough gumption or the heart to, to prevent it. Yeah, I was always taught, an ounce of cure is better than a pound. An ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. Yeah, I would try to, prevent some things. Yes, and so when we take a look at Ukraine and the misleading of the people right now, they're still walking around, bombs dropping, and they walking around like they don't know, like they're confused. Are we really under attack? That seemed to be their stance. Now everybody else is saying, yeah, you're under attack. You know, I remember, and I was watching it, the other day when they wouldn't even tell the truth about they were at war. Now this, you know, I don't know what you call it. I don't call it diplomacy. I call it stupidity. Now, if you want help, you better say something, and you need to say it as early as possible. Now, you see all these. Listen, this is how foul, and hideous, because they played it off like like it's normal. This is how foul and hideous that government is. Now, not the people's fault. This is the government's fault right now. Is they're telling everybody everything's going to be all right. Well, it could be, but not for you. A hundred over 150,000. You know, fighting force on your border. That's that doesn't seem like that don't seem like a friendly conversation. That doesn't, and knowing all the time that was the case. Yes, and when President Biden was saying that is not a show of hospitality, but that's a more of a show of hostility. And the president of Ukraine, talking about oh no, it's not, they're not going to do something, and deep down in his heart he knew they were. And he hid behind, I don't want to panic the people. Well, the damn people are panicked now. The damn people are panicked now when he should have been out there, really, really, beefing them up, sharing them up, and they know they're on their own because Joe Biden, had said it. He's not putting one U.S. boot on that ground. So you people are on your own. And so you got talking heads talking about what kind of signal is that sending. Well, I'm gonna tell you what kind of signal that's sending. That's what I'm telling you. What kind of signal that there's you're on your own. You're on your own now. Again, now just so that you know, for those who may not know, at one time, of course, Ukraine was part of the Soviet Union, and they had nukes. Now let me see uh, what happened to their nukes. They gave them up. They gave them up with the you know uh, what they're thinking that okay, you're gonna let me live independent because I have no threat to you. That's what that's how they try to play it. We are no threat. We're giving up our nuclear arsenal, and so hey, let us just be an independent country, and we'll move forward like that. Now, if you're the only, if you only Happy Meal, you know, in the oven, and you got 12 people waiting for it, hey, I got to give it to Israel. They're surrounded by coyotes, and that's what they treat them, like coyotes. When it's time, they're not giving anybody an opportunity to take them out without a fight. Yeah, and so Ukraine, hey, the notion that if I give up my chips, and somebody is going to fight my battle or come to my aid. You already see that with Gaddafi. Yeah, you saw that with Gaddafi. Took him out because he no longer had any bargaining chips. Yeah, and you think Iran is going to stop trying to become a nuclear power as well? Shoot, no way. They're not going to give up their. They're not going to give up their. They're not going to give it up, because they know if they give it up, I mean, their economy, as I understand it, because again, I don't trust the media, but as I understand it, is in shambles. Well, hell, we're in shambles. You know, a lot of the world's in shambles as far as the economy goes. But I can guarantee you, if you have a nuke in your pocket, ain't nobody just gonna get your cornbread. Nobody just gonna get your cornbread. They're gonna think twice before they just get your cornbread. And so that's the takeaway. That's the takeaway from here. Yes, that is the takeaway. If you turn over your chips, no one's coming to your rescue. No one. You're ready to get gobbled up. And what Putin has said is, all right. He told the military, the Ukrainian military, hey, just lay down your weapons. Lay down your weapons. Again, if they do that, they're gonna be a fool. They're gonna be a fool. Don't give up your chips. Say, if we're gonna make a bargain, we're gonna make a bargain to make sure I keep my chips. I make sure I keep my chips, because I'm not just gonna lay down my defense so you can just ease on in here and then just have your way with me. No, it just doesn't work like that. And that's real. That's reality. Sometimes you're gonna say, to hell with the rest of the world. What good is the rest of the world if I'm not in it? Yeah, they're gonna be carrying on. They're gonna be able to eat their chicken nuggets, and drink their Diet Cokes and have some ketchup on their fries. Well, I'm 6 feet under, because I didn't give up I gave up my defense. Yeah, you're gonna have to take that thing when you're not just gonna give it up. Yeah, that's the lesson. That's the lesson that's learned. That's the lesson that is learned. North Korea. You think they're going to give up their nuclear ambitions? No way. No way. No way. No way. Because they know, once they have done that, they are now at the mercy of anybody and everybody. Yeah, it's going to be open season on them. And so the truth of the matter is this. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not about, you know, you know, you know, first strike and just wiping everybody off. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that if it comes down to it, if it comes to do it, hey, he who waits, he who hesitates, hey, he waits too late. He's done. You're gonna be done. You're gonna be fried. Again. When you are going against, somebody who does not have any scruples, they have no honor. They only care about their own interests. There's no appeasement. There's no appeasement. There just isn't. And to act as if that's the way to do it. No, I hear all these talking heads talking about the diplomatic resolve. Hell, if there was a diplomatic resolve, why do you wait so late to institute it? You should be working on it. You should be working on that diplomatic resolve, way before now, before somebody started dying. Yeah, yeah. Before someone start dying, that bridge has already been crossed. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, they're dropping bombs everywhere. They're dropping bombs everywhere. They're trying, some of these bombs are just smoke screens, trying to shift, the focus off of what they're doing so that they can do their underhanded stuff and, get away with murder. Yes, 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 yes. But the smart consumer, the smart consumer, he ain't having it. He needs to he needs to keep his or her eye on the ball. And America, I'm telling you what's going to happen here. This is what's going to happen. This is going to happen. They're going to come up with some old, fake, deal between Russia and Ukraine, where uh, uh, Russia's going to annex. Yeah, that's right. They're going to annex Ukraine just like they did Crimea, and everybody else that's in the on the western front, they're gonna agree with that crap. Yeah, they're gonna agree with that, and the people, the people of Ukraine, they're gonna accept it. Either that or death. Some of them are going to flee the country and go to other parts, but by large they're going to accept their lot in life. That's what's going to happen. And Russia's going to you know annex uh, uh, Ukraine, install the new government, and guess what? Everybody's going to act like nothing ever happened. That's what they do. They talk this old garbage, but they're going to act like nothing ever happened. Like this is the normal thing. I hear a lady talking about that the UN is here to to as a yeah, some sort of referee for this kind of incident. Nah, that's not what UN's for. That's not what they're here. They're here to fat the corporation pockets. Yeah, they're that another corporate grab bag and giveaway. Yeah, yeah. Keep some countries poor while the other major countries keep on getting richer, just sucking people dry. Yeah, that's what they do. And when there's a bad actor, they may start yelling some words, but they have but on that board are the bad actors. Now come on now I want somebody to answer this question and make it make sense. Since when do you have the criminal on the jury inside a jury who makes the decision? That doesn't make no sense. When do you have the criminal in the jury? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me. But see, that's what they do. So that's what they do. They got the criminals in the jury. You know, Russia. They have veto power. In the in the UN. I mean, that's garbage. The council. That's what I'm saying. It's garbage. They're just but the rest of the world just singing and dancing and getting along. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the truth, the truth is always buried under a bunch of fictitious bull, as it is now. As it is now. You got to ask yourself why. What would make Putin so emboldened that he would do what he did? Because nobody's going to stop him. No one. Hey, listen. When they went after Georgia, this is under Bush. Nothing happened. Yeah, nothing happened. Nothing happened. So all these fake phonies and giveaways that the UN, the US, and NATO and the rest of them are doing. Hey, but I get it. No, I'm not advocating for war. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm advocating for is be honest, be truthful. Just tell them, hey, listen, if you do Ukraine, you up shit creek. I'm just gonna put it bluntly. You're up shit creek, and you're gonna have to deal with it on. What's gonna happen? I'll let Putin get that. Get that one too. And there'll probably be some more that he's gonna take because as long as Putin's there, his goal is to reconstitute the Soviet Union. That's his thing. That's his thing. That's his goal. Yeah, yeah, and everybody. I'm not saying everybody, but I say majority of people know that. Yes, but do they believe it? You know what I'm saying? It just baffles. I mean, really blows my mind. How people can be looking at something and still don't believe it. It's right in front of your eyes. Yeah, and still won't believe it, even though it's right in front of your eyes. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. And now, I mean, the Russian have taken over the nuclear storage in Ukraine. Because where they took the nukes and China, store them again. That gives them another heads up. Now, if that doesn't give the rest of the country pause to do something, that's just telling you right there. You know, that's telling you right there. They don't really care. They don't. They don't. The only thing they care about is their money. If they don't, if it doesn't make really, if it doesn't make dollars and cents to them, when I say they, I'm talking about the Western civilization as a whole. Germany, France, all of them, USA, Britain. If it doesn't make dollars and cents to them, hey, human lives, come and go. Human lives, but they don't want to be poor. They don't want to be without. That is their thing. That is their thing. And so the question becomes, well, if you're so afraid of someone taking your economic power base, well, and you don't want Russia to be first strike on the nuke. Well, hell, they got the story. They got the that facility, and all it has to do is breach that thing, because that thing's above ground. All they have to do is breach that thing, and the wind will lay waste. You know, the wind will lay waste. Not only going west, but going east as well. Everybody's gonna get a little bit of contamination. Yeah, yeah. Everybody's gonna be a little contaminated. Right. Yeah. So that's enough right there to pay attention. That they should have been paying attention to Ukraine. Yeah, that they should have been paying attention to Ukraine. Yeah, for that right there alone. Yeah, that nuclear waste. But nobody's talking about that because they don't want nobody. They don't want anybody to really know. How catastrophic that be could be. Yeah, how catastrophic that could be. Because that could be a listen. That could you talking about climate change? Yeah, that right there by itself can be a game changer. Yeah, that's that. You see, again, the truth bomb. They're not ready. They're not ready. They're not ready. They're not ready because they want to treat you like children. They want to treat you like children and tell you lies, half truths. But until and unless these governments are straight up with the people, because they can take it really, because it comes out. Listen. It always comes out in the end. It always whatever foolishness or tomfoolery that goes on, it always comes out in the end. And so when I'm talking about the citizenry of all nations, you know, get tired of being sick and tired of the foolishness that these governments are making up. Some of them are making it up as they go along. Yes. When we get tired of that, and the people, really just take hold, it's going to be a change. It's going to be changed because the truth of the matter, listen. The government may have the weapons, but those weapons are in the hands of people, regular folks, just like you and I, regular folks. And so whatever authority the government think they have, it's only because the people allow it. It's only because the people allow it. If the people ever get the tipping point where they no longer believe that the so-called authority have any authority, they'll take it. That's how revolutions begin. And that's how they end. People taking the power back. People taking the power back. And how do we always get back into this, this circle where we are now? Is because, even though we get fed up, we get laxed. And then those corporations, they start, meeting out, their little old, goodies to people, and people just forget. They get lazy again, and satisfied. And then here we go, the vicious cycle again. Yeah, the vicious cycle again. And so, hey, these bombs that have been dropped on Ukraine, they did not only, do damage there, they did damage here as well. And this is not, something that happened, like yesterday. This was in the making, for a while. For a while. It really got really bad, in 2008. That's just how I see it on my side of the street. Yeah, yeah. When the Republicans just just absolutely you know just dropped any semblance of civil you know uh 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 decorum. They just straight out, flat out, just say, "Hey, because you are a Democrat and your ideas may be good, but because you're a Democrat, we're not even accepting. We're not even looking at it. We're not even going to compromise it." And the blame cannot just be for when I say Republicans and Democrats, both of them. But it's not just the leadership. It's because they don't become leaders unless somebody makes them a leader. You see, and again, whenever you listen to the media, they always divide this thing into, you know, Republicans and Democrats, and occasionally they put in the independent, and so that's where they, lay the blame on them. But the blame is not it's not on them totally. It's the people as well. That's America. That's America. They're the representative. They are representing America. And who puts them in that office? You did. I did. By omission or commission. Me personally, I am not voting for any evil. I don't give a shit. I'm not taking the side of lesser evil, lesser to evil. I'm not doing that. I am not doing that because the outcome of choosing one evil over the other evil is still evil. And if you want to get rid of evil, baby, you're gonna have to suffer. You're gonna have to suffer until you get it out. So you get that poison out. And the truth of the matter is, we can do this. You can do this anywhere. I don't care what nation you're in. It may not happen all at one time, but when the people stop being manipulated and being puppets and stop paying attention to what's going on in their neck of the woods or on their side of the street, they will be able to gain or take control of their streets again. They will be able to do that. But if they're all with that same mentality of, oh, somebody else is going to do it, or I can't do it, or they're too big, hey, listen, you're going to get what you're going to get. If you don't believe me, look at Ukraine. That's what they're reaping what they sowed. They're reaping literally what they sowed. Yeah, they're reaping. Now, I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not even saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's a thing. And so what we're going to have to do, and I'm talking about world citizens now. You're gonna have to stand up you're gonna stand up in your yard and do something that's gonna further your people as a whole. You may have some differences, but I'm quite sure everybody under the sound of my voice, in some form or fashion, they enjoy food, they enjoy fresh air, yeah. And so start right there. Start right there at the basics. Start at the basics. Find the common ground and then work and get to work. Find the common ground and get to work. And when I say find a common ground, that means if your representative is a bum, throw the bum out. Throw the bum out. Look, you get fired. Yeah, you get fired for less than what they've done. Yes. So don't give up. Don't give up. Throw the bums out. Throw the bums out. Yeah, throw the bums out. Drop the bomb on them instead of them always dropping the bomb on you. Because at the end of the day, whoever, because it's not about who has the most bombs. That's not. Hey, that's not it. That's not it. But whoever have the strategic bomb, yeah, well planned and well placed bomb, they're gonna win. And well timed, they're gonna win. Yeah, they'll win. If you have 1,000 bombs and I only have 100 bombs, and you just wasting your bombs, you know, in a place where it doesn't make a difference. But every time I set off my bomb, I set it off in a place that makes a difference. Guess who's going to win? Guess who's going to win? So it's not about how many bombs you have. It's about how you place those bombs, those strategic bombs. Yes, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. That's what we got to do. And so I'm going to close the show. I told you I was going to be a little. I was going to be kind of short today, and I'm sticking to my word today. I'm sticking to my word. But so, hey, listen. First and foremost, when your administration, I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican or you're socialist or communist or whatever. I don't care what your affiliation is. Make sure you validate, what they're saying. Don't just take them at face value. And I can assure you, and I can really assure you, if you're getting it from the mainstream media, they're not doing. They don't have your interests in mind. Not primarily. Now you might get some you might get a byproduct or offshoot of it. You might get some crumbs, but basically that you're not the number one concern. Their number one concern is to stay in power, to be able to manipulate your mind with all kind of you know fake news and fake this and you know lying that. Yeah. So listen, know know your opposition. Know your opposition because they're bomb ready. They're bomb ready, and they don't mind dropping the bomb on you. All right, so y'all take care. Y'all be blessed, and remember, and just remember this. Hey, it doesn't matter how many bombs you have. If you're just flipping bombs outside of your car and they're just rolling on the road and exploding on the side road, not hitting the target, you just throwing away your resources. Learn how to place your bombs strategically so you can get the full effect. All right, y'all. Y'all be safe. Y'all take care. God bless you. And listen, handle your business.